Today we're going to be talking about the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette from Morphe brushes. I received this palette probably about maybe a month ago. I would say that I purchased it the second time that Morphe was selling Jaclyn's palettes. First time they literally broke the internet. I was waiting anxiously for months and months for this palette to come back, and when it finally did, I bought it like that. So this is the box that the palette comes in. It says Jaclyn Hill Favorites, and then on the back you have a lovely picture of the Queen Jaclyn, and it says, I collaborated with Morphe to bring you a palette of my favorite colors from their collection. These shadows are so pigmented, and the best part is that they're affordable. So many of you requested a palette with my top Morphe shadows, so here it is. I hope you enjoy and tag me in makeup looks you create. Love you guys, XO Jaclyn. So, like I mentioned, this palette is limited edition. It is no longer being sold. I know though that they have the eyeshadows that are in the palette. You can buy them individually on the Morphe website. So if you're interested in that, you can look at that. There's several, I'm sure if you Google it or search on Instagram or something, you can find the layout of the numbers of the shadows in there. So you can purchase them. I think that Morphe shadows individually are normally $2 a piece, which is very affordable for an eyeshadow. But in this palette, there's, I want to say like 27, 28 shadows, something around there. And so, and the palette cost about like the $27 or $28. So it's kind of like $1 per shadow for buying this palette. So it is a better deal than this, but you can buy them separately. And when you open the palette, this is what it looks like. These shades are beautiful. When I saw this, I was like, I must have this palette. I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches for you guys. 7 shadows. Alright, there. The first few are kind of hard to see. So then these are the next row of 7. The first one's kind of hard to see. Alright, and then these are the next row of 7. And then this is the last row of 7 out of the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. I definitely think that this palette was worth the $27 to $28 because these shadows are very pigmented, as you have seen. A few of them are kind of hard to see in the swatches just because they were some of these lighter colors and they had more of a sheen to them. So if you are interested in any of these colors, I would definitely go to Morphe's website and check them out and purchase them. Like I said, you can get the pans of the individual shadows for $2 off their websites, and you can easily find the layout of the colors on Instagram, on Morphe's Instagram, or just, I'm sure if you Google it, you can find it. This is going to end the review of the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette.